Like, why would exactly? No. I'm like, how do you know that?
Good morning. Welcome to Friends Academy and welcome to Class Day. Thank you for being here to honor our graduates. Today we officially mark the close of our 8th graders' time at Friends Academy. Journeys that began 1, 5, 7, even 11 years ago in the farmhouse right over there. Each year as we rehearse for Class Day, we hear the joyful voices of our youngest students on their playground. It serves as a powerful connection to the past, even as I know the graduates are all looking forward to their futures. We begin our ceremony this morning with the ringing of the Morgan Street bell. The Morgan Street bell, which is situated on the Beech Tree Terrace, is the historic school bell from when Friends Academy was located in New Bedford. Over 150 years ago, it was the bell that called students to school each day. Today, our bell is used to open the new school year and to close it on Class Day. Amy Peckham, farmhouse teacher and Friends Academy graduate herself, will first demonstrate the technique for our graduates. Following Amy's tutorial, each member of the class of 2024 will have their opportunity to ring the bell. I invite you to sit and listen to the tolling of the Morgan Street bell as our 8th graders begin their transition from students to alumni today. Shortly after the last student has gone, the procession will begin. I ask that you please stay seated as students move from the reed entrance right over there to their seats so that all might be able to see. Students, you may be seated. Giving each graduate a copy of a children's book is a tradition that I borrowed from my own class day as a 9th grader at the Valley School of Ligonier in western Pennsylvania. Valley is an elementary and middle school that ends in 9th grade. I still have, look at, and read to my own children from my copy of Miss Rumphius by Barbara Cooney. I still remember the charge that was given to me to help make the world a more beautiful place. I also still plant lupin wherever I get the opportunity. Each year, starting in late January, I begin my search for a class day book. I peruse our family's collection. I read book reviews. I follow the major awards for children's books. I visit libraries and bookstores and wander the aisles. Truth be told, I do a lot of wandering. You see, the book can't just be a good children's book. It must also be a book which connects with the spirit of a given class. This year, I stumbled upon my selection in a bookstore on Nantucket. My eldest child was there for a game, and we had some time between getting off the ferry and when we needed to be at the field. In addition, unbeknownst to me, our visit coincided with the 48th annual Daffodil Festival. The streets were filled with people and animals in costume, not to mention all the decked out vehicles in the parade that consumed the center of town. It was quite the scene. Thankfully, we zigged and zagged our way through the chaos and stumbled upon Nantucket Bookworks and sought refuge inside. Passing the gardening section on my way to the children's books at the back, I remember thinking about the recent passing of longtime FA English teacher Steve Wallach. I remember thinking about the generations of students who he grew into readers and writers. And I remember thinking about his commitment to our garden right over here and to helping children learn the value of hard work, teamwork, and service to others, all while cultivating an appreciation for living things and the natural world. Going deeper into the store, my thoughts shifted to our science class in the spring of 6th grade, where together with Mrs. Porter, we worked to reclaim the garden from the pandemic. You may remember planting the seeds for starts in the basement of the main building, some of you more successfully than others. You may remember laying out the new pattern of beds for the garden and all the rocks we needed to relocate. You may remember misadventures in broad forking, weeding, and edging. And you may remember wheelbarrow loads of wood chips to line the paths, suppress the weeds, and retain moisture for our soil. Mrs. Porter and I also remember how difficult it was to focus you on your nature journals. How despite our request that you find an individual space and reflect alone for a few minutes each class, there was this unseen but magnetic force which drew you constantly together. One person on the pile of wood chips or at the picnic table quickly became 2, 3, 4. And while maddening at times, I must also admit that I really appreciated just how much you clearly enjoy one another. Somewhere in this reverie, as I thumbed the spines of books on the packed shelves of the back of the Nantucket bookstore, I came across Small Things Mended, written by Casey Robinson and illustrated by Nancy Whitesides. Small Things Mended is the story of Lily and Cecil. It is the story of connection and an intergenerational friendship. It is the story of small acts and small gestures which ultimately become big things. Lily is a little girl. Cecil is her retired next-door neighbor. One morning while eating breakfast, Cecil hears what he describes as a bright, happy sound coming from the window outside. And when he shuffles out there to see what's going on, he sees and hears Lily laughing and cartwheeling across her yard. As she tumbles over the grass, however, something shiny flies from her pocket. The item bounces off of the low metal fence between their homes and comes to rest in Cecil's driveway. Cecil and Lily meet in the driveway and look down at an old pocket watch, complete with a long gold chain. "Did it break?" she asks. Cecil nods yes. But then we also hear Cecil offer to remember to try to mend it, and that she should come see him later in the day. At this point, Cecil goes home, and first he looks for his tools, leading us to believe that perhaps fixing things was a skill that he once had but maybe hasn't practiced in a while. Then Cecil sets to work tinkering with the tiny gears of the timepiece until at last a satisfying sound fills the air. Later that afternoon, we see a moment of joy and connection when Cecil hands Lily her pocket watch. Lily holds it up to her ear, and then she smiles her biggest smile before saying thank you. Returning her smile, Cecil twice tapped his heart and responded with a "you're welcome." The next morning, a little boy named Alfred is waiting outside by the fence. Alfred holds up a broken music box to Cecil, saying, "Without the music, it's just a box." Cecil asks him to come back in an hour, and then sets to work until a jaunty tune sprang to life in the box. When Alfred returns, he's delighted by what Cecil has done for him, and we also see joy emanating from Cecil. And as he hangs a freshly painted sign on his fence saying, "Cecil's Repair Shop, Small Things Mended," the reader hears him humming the tune from Alfred's music box. Each day, the line by Cecil's fence grows as word of his shop and his skills spread. One day, however, a little girl named Eleanor brings Cecil her stuffed elephant named Daisy. Looking Daisy over, Cecil notes that its fur was matted and bare in spots, and that one of its eye buttons was missing. Cecil tells Eleanor that he can fix the elephant's eye. However, she quickly corrects him. And to her, Daisy's eye is just fine. It's her heart that's broken. For the first time, we see Cecil at a loss. He questions what she's told him. He questions whether he has the right tools. He questions whether he is able to undertake such a significant task. And nevertheless, Cecil decides to try for Daisy and for Eleanor. Cecil pokes and prods the elephant with his tools. He tries to distract himself in his vegetable garden, which he comes to realize has been overgrown since he started mending things. He bathes Daisy. Cecil takes Daisy for a bike ride. Nothing he does seems to work, however. In the morning, Cecil found Daisy the elephant waiting patiently for him. It gave him a warm feeling to have a guest at his kitchen table again. Then he had an idea. In the following pages, we see Cecil hard at work in his garden, painting and hanging a second sign, "Garden lunch today, all welcome," and then busily preparing for his guests. Cecil is so immersed in his work that he almost didn't notice everyone gathering at the gate. After inviting everyone in, Cecil sees Eleanor and returns Daisy to her, saying, "A broken heart needs friends." Together, their friends and neighbors enjoyed a meal together, sharing stories and smiles and a few songs. As folks depart, Eleanor approaches Cecil once more. After inspecting her beloved stuffed elephant, she declares that Daisy's heart is fixed. Without missing a beat, Cecil responds that he knows something about that. Then Cecil twice tapped his heart and smiled his biggest smile. Class of 2024, you have long known that friendship, community, and care for others is the root of happiness. I observed this in you when I first got to know your class when you were in second grade. I saw this while you were working in the garden. I heard this in your reflections yesterday at the meeting house. As you prepare to depart Friends Academy, my hope for your class is that you will hold fast to the bonds you've already formed, while using the example of Cecil and Lily and Small Things Mended in the years to come. I hope that you will speak up and ask for help when something needs fixing. I hope you will do what you can to mend and repair things for yourself and for others. I hope you will remember that care for others is a powerful antidote to loneliness and isolation. And I hope that you will remember that your new school communities will need people like you, people who appreciate one another, and who remember that being a friend is more than just the last one of our FABs. It's the root of community itself. Thank you. We now come to the part of Class Day that everyone waits for, the introduction of each graduate and the presentation of certificates. Tim Cleary, head of middle school, will read each graduate's name, one at a time. Each graduate will come forward to receive their certificate through a team effort by Board President Mary Van Pelt and me before taking their place at the front of our community. Once they're standing before us, a member of the Friends Academy faculty and staff will share their reflections about them. Feel free to heartily applaud each member of the class of 2024 as their tribute is completed.
Maite Abdallah Dukara.
Maite. Words I would use to describe you are compassionate, self-motivated, and gracious. Your compassion and leadership shine through in all that you do. This year, you helped the younger students on the basketball team feel included and demonstrated strong moral courage. Your coaches said that you led by example. When you are allowed to go above and beyond, you always do. In Spanish, you pushed yourself and took time to learn outside of class, even if the Duolingo owl is a bit aggressive. Your graciousness is impressive. Every time I see you, I know that you will have a smile and an hola for me, and it never fails to bring a smile to my face. Your teachers all agree, Maite, you are a remarkable student and person. Whether on stage as young Anna or in the classroom, you excel at all that you put your mind to. Your dedication showed when you attended rehearsals and learned choreography despite being on crutches. Maite, Portsmouth Abbey is so lucky to have you next year.
Paul Jacob Athanasiou.
Paul, today we celebrate your journey, which has left an undeniable mark on our community and will be felt for years. Here at Friends, you've consistently demonstrated your selflessness and dedication to serving others. Your contributions to the Pascomanset River Project, leading the 8th graders to victory over the faculty this spring, and offering guidance and support to your classmates are just a few examples of the lasting legacy you leave behind. As you embark on your next adventure, I continue to embrace your passion for service, and I assure you, great things will follow. You've taught us that no dream is too big to pursue, and that with hard work, anything is possible. Watching your growth has been such a privilege for all of us, and the walls of Friends Academy are forever grateful for your presence. I do not doubt that your next chapter at Portsmouth Abbey will be filled with even more remarkable achievements. The sky isn't the limit for you, Paul. It's merely the beginning.
Felix Fitzgerald Barmandy.
Easy like Sunday morning. That's you, Felix. A smile, a calm presence, a sort of weightless benevolence. In art, it's not surprising that your working method is intuitive and fluid, finding potential in the slip of the hand or drip of paint. This year, you worked tirelessly on an extremely complex cardboard sculpture. For months, you toiled with hot glue and a box cutter, weaving an intricate armature. A few weeks ago, you calmly pulled it all apart. It was missing something, so it became a pile of scraps waiting for its next iteration. You showed no hesitation, no attachment, no regret. This is true creativity at work. This is play, and it's beautiful to witness. It reminds me of a quote from a Taoist classic that speaks about the inherent ephemerality of life and the cycle of creation and destruction. Things that come together fall apart. Don't worry, this is how things are supposed to be. Easy like Sunday morning. Felix, Wheeler School is lucky to have you.
Ryder Barton.
It was our second night at Chewonki. Nerves were frayed, a toothbrush was lost, and everyone was suffering from apex predator mosquitoes. Amid all the grumbling, though, Ryder stayed cheerful, singing songs, hauling gear, and helping his friends keep going. What he could not abide was the cutlery situation. Not to throw anyone under the bus, but the kitchen crew was seriously slacking in their dishwashing. Rather than complain, Ryder took matters into his own hands and broke the #1 rule of Chewonki communal meals. He took a second serving before everyone else had been served. The punishment? Dish duty. Day 3 was that much brighter as we all had shiny forks and blissfully grease-free plates to eat with. Ryder, you have a big heart and never call attention to the many things you do to keep this place afloat. But we see you, and we're grateful. Best wishes at Bishop Stang.
Jack Beatty.
It was a dark day in 6th grade when Jack discovered that his advisor and favorite teacher was leaving. Mind you, this was an 8-week paternity leave. But Jack decided to take matters into his own hands and offer a ritual sacrifice to bring Mr. Mitchell back. Wanting to get the details right, he came to me, the Latin teacher. We quickly ruled out human sacrifice as illegal, and animal sacrifice is, well, messy. So we hit the books and found a solution in Cato the Elder on agriculture. Quote, rub cabbage to heal dislocations. Now, if we're honest, Cato was talking about shoulders, but wasn't the problem that Mr. Mitchell wasn't here? This raised the next challenge. What would we rub the cabbage on? Not one to be easily foiled, Jack enlarged yearbook photos on the photocopier, cut out an old box into a roughly human shape, and created a cardboard effigy of his favorite teacher. From here, he somehow talked his mom into buying a cabbage for a school project and dutifully applied cabbage to cardboard every morning from then on. Eventually, Jack's plan worked out, and Mr. Mitchell returned to campus amid great rejoicing, a mere 8 weeks later. Jack, you have impressed us with your humor, your tenacity, and your loyalty. Best wishes at Bishop Stang.
Ava Quinn Biltcliffe.
Ava, if you were to have a catchphrase, it would be, "I'll help you." I have lost count of how many times Ava has, without hesitation, offered assistance to teachers and students at Friends Academy. I often say that she should get paid to be a teacher's assistant, as she regularly reminds Ms. Wheaton and I of the classes we have next or the events that will be coming up that week. What would I have done without Ava to tell me this is a gray week, not a blue week? Or that we are doing an all-school meeting rehearsal tomorrow? Without a doubt, my year would have been a lot more disorganized without her. Ava, you are incredibly thoughtful and caring, and your eagerness to share your gifts with others has made all of our lives better. You have made a difference in our community, and I know you will do the same at New Bedford Vocational Tech. Thank you, Ava. We will miss you.
Nora Grace Brubaker.
Nora, you are an exceptional student and athlete, excelling both on and off the field. Your drive for excellence shines whether you're scoring goals in soccer, creating documentaries, or mastering pottery. What truly sets you apart is your determination to make a difference and your ability to quietly observe, learn, and lead with a modest confidence. As Megan Rapinoe says, when you know yourself and your strengths, there is always something you can do to raise the standard for everyone. You embody this using self-awareness to uplift everyone and all those around you. As you move on to new challenges, I am confident you will continue to break barriers, inspire greatness. Nora, you are a remarkable force, and Lincoln School is truly fortunate to have you.
Caleb Costa.
Caleb, my initial impression of you was that you were a sweet, quiet young man. As the year progressed, I realized you were so much more. You are incredibly knowledgeable, always sharing insightful and interesting information. If I ever smell buttered popcorn in the jungle, I'll remember to run because Caleb Costa said it means a tiger is nearby. I fact-checked it, it's true. Your humor and quick wit often left me speechless or without breath from laughing. However, your most remarkable quality is your grit, your quiet determination to overcome obstacles and succeed even when it's hard. Your perseverance has helped you tackle challenges like spelling and writing, and the growth you've made this year makes my heart smile. As you venture off to high school, remember that you are compassionate, courageous, intelligent, and belong. Landmark School is darn lucky to have you.
Nurjal Dalakoti.
Hi, Nurjal. You remind us daily of the importance of play. Whether it's joking with Dr. D about keeping teeth for the tooth fairy versus tossing them into any convenient bush, or setting record scores and hours logged on Roblox. Where you've had the biggest impact, though, is at the ping pong table. When these went in last year, 8th graders swarmed. Yet, as the novelty wore off and people migrated back to the basketball court, you stayed. And you built a cohort in 6th and 7th graders who, at first glance, don't have a lot in common. But through your love of the game and all the joking and ribbing that goes with it, you created a community, which has every indication of lasting into the future. You have a talent for bringing people together, Nurjal. We look forward to hearing what you do with it next year at Bishop Stang.
Jedediah Dodd.
Now that everyone has rung the bell, I ask the question that I know is on Jed's mind. Can we go to the gym now? First, I would be remiss if I didn't share all that has made you a special part of our community. Jed, you bring a unique blend of emotional candidness, humility, and humor. Exhibit A. See, I brought a prop too. This is the David Beckham body pillow. See, after reading The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse, while others chose to be a cat or an elephant to represent themselves in a sort of retelling, you chose to be a David Beckham body pillow. Yes, ripped, motionless, and yet somehow sharing themes of friendship. You're also known for your competitive spirit and your love for basketball, never shying away from a bit of trash talk. But what truly stands out, Jed, is your deep appreciation for those around you. You bring out the best in others and create an environment of camaraderie. Jed, as you head to PCD this fall, they will be fortunate to have someone of your character and spirit.
Jonah Vincent Felix.
Jonah. You're known as a student that is willing to jump in and help anyone. You were the project manager helping to construct the eco-friendly trash interceptor, a structure that helps keep our local waterways clean. Since the farmhouse, you've been kind, safe, and included everyone. This year, you served as the captain of the varsity basketball team, leading warm-ups, scoring, and frequently boosting team morale. You even made a buzzer beater, ending the faculty's 27-game winning streak. I was absent that day. Your commitment and dedication to the community have been your calling cards at Friends Academy. New Bedford Vocational Technical High School is fortunate to make a bond with one of our finest Falcons.
Grady Edward Gillis.
The cross-country runner, a young man running his best race to earn a good score for his team to best the competition. Grady, you have grown as a student, an athlete, and a person. Your commitment to teamwork and the ability to follow through has made you an asset to all types of teams. You've seen that with hard work and discipline come respect and recognition, and with your talents, potentially more. Taking a quote from Mr. Murdoch about your performance in the play Frozen, we have seen Grady's growth in many ways, never losing his humor, but adding maturity and depth to how he can relate to others and share with the community. I could not agree more. In a totally new setting at Apponequet High School, academics will rule most of your time, and you will create new bonds that will last a lifetime. I have no doubt that you will do great things at Apponequet just as you have done at Friends.
Maxon Paul Hampman.
Maxon, I am honored to speak on your behalf today. It's been a while. It's truly inspiring to reflect on the remarkable journey of emotional growth you've undertaken since you and I first met, which was a long time ago. Back then, you were just beginning to navigate your feelings, understand your emotions, and build meaningful relationships. Today, you stand here, a testament to the hard work that you have put in to become a shining example of perseverance and self-awareness. You learn to embrace challenges with resilience, communicate with intention, and confidently make your voice heard. Your ability to honor yourself as a learner has not only shaped you into the thoughtful and compassionate individual, but also laid a strong foundation for your future endeavors. You teach us all what it means to evolve and thrive. You, Maxon, embody the virtues of FA and represent a strong portrait of a Friends Academy Falcon. Best of luck at Tabor Academy next fall.
Ruby Lila Hoffman.
Tricked ya. Ruby Hoffman. Lights, camera, action come to mind when you mention Ruby Hoffman. Don't be fooled by her cool demeanor. She is tenacious, driven, and loves a challenge. Your coach, Mr. Fay, says you have been a key member of the cross-country team since you joined as a 6th grader. Mr. Murdoch said, from the moment you took the stage as Trunchbull in Matilda, something sparked in this community. Ruby lit up the stage standing 10 feet tall as she carried the show. Mr. Lobato will miss your love for math cooldowns, sticky notes, and reminding him with inequalities that Ruby is greater than Mr. Lobato. I am positive Loomis Chafee will have more accolades to share as you take the campus by storm this fall.
Jake Hollister.
Hi, Jake. Plato wrote, "The unexamined life is not worth living." The way many interpret this quote is the idea that we should use our time to explore and learn all that we can. Jake, you embody this quote. You're an accomplished athlete, an impressive actor, and a dedicated student. I can't recall a time that I've seen you give less than 100% at anything you set out to do. You have the ability to connect others through your actions. You're a quiet leader, and your drive to be your best makes others want to join and follow you. While yes, you excel at what you do, you more importantly bring everybody up to that high standard and that high bar you set for yourself. Being able to teach students from the farmhouse to 8th grade, I can confidently say that you're unique. You effortlessly include everyone. You make people feel important in your own way. Jake, you have an incredibly bright future ahead of you. Best of luck at Duxbury.
Sonia Holsworth.
Sonia, it has been a privilege to get to know you this year and to have someone to talk to who also loves pie baking, embroidered napkins, and all things British. Who else would have told me about the English delicacy that is apple and blackberry pie? You are an extremely bright individual, a gifted poet, and a deep thinker who has a strong sense of her values. You have a knack for languages and have studied not only Latin this year, but Japanese as well. You aren't afraid to try new things, like my gingerbread cookie recipe, or climbing the rock wall during advisory. I know that your curiosity and courage will lead you to wonderful discoveries at St. Andrews, and your interest in exploring different cultures will lead you around the world. Keep pursuing your dreams, Sonia, and keep sharing your literary and artistic talents with others. There are no limits as to what you can achieve.
Rhea Hovan.
Got you too. Rhea, your preschool teachers, Mrs. Hemingway and Mrs. Peckham, describe you as a true leader, full of charisma, strong, confident, yet gentle and kind. They also appreciated you helping the teachers keep a majority class of boys in line. Rhea, you have shined as a student and athlete at Friends Academy. Coach Britt and Coach Cass recalled the rousing speech you gave to the girls basketball team this season at Alma Del Mar, and how you sacrificed your personal goal of scoring 100 points in a season for the team's success. Mr. Murdoch says, Rhea's got it all. She's a born leader with many intangibles. Just for old time's sake, one last pep talk. Harness and embrace your leadership. You're a natural. Keep being fearless, in charge, follow your passions. And please, remember your water. Tabor Academy better get ready to receive a legendary sea wolf this fall.
Nora Pearl Caliph Pacheco.
Nora. I think bold is the word. Or fierce, or fearless. Loyal? Revolutionary? Somewhere deep in your soul is an artist, classically trained in oil painting, a Renaissance virtuoso whose high realism is strict and neat and fits within predetermined lines. You certainly have the skill, but you choose a different way. Your Mona Lisa is a dry erase illustration, hastily scrawled but technically brilliant, a bold, fearless, revolutionary punk retort against the ordinary and bland. In your time at Friends, you have paved your path with friendship, loyalty, and a fierce capacity to stand up for yourself and others. For years, you provided a safe space for middle schoolers, welcoming anyone in to learn and grow while fiercely advocating for those in need. As a teammate, you're a vocal leader. You meet conflict directly and sort through it maturely. Your trailblazing leadership, loyal friendship, and dry sarcasm will be greatly missed here at FA, but I know you'll continue to blaze that trail at New Bedford High Academy of Honors.
Vanessa Calcanis.
Okay, Lanessa. Are you ready for me to give you some hints about your graduation speaker? So, for the past 4 weeks, you visited my classroom trying to pry hints or tips about who is speaking at your graduation. So here goes. Your speaker is someone who has cheered you on this year, enjoyed your constant energy and enthusiasm, and been greeted by your warm smile every day. This person has appreciated your kind notes on her whiteboard and seen you embrace your time here at Friends with joy. Lanessa, I know you had to work hard to keep up with many competing priorities this year, but your speaker is someone who kept your advisory assignment about where you think you'll be in 10 years. Okay. And you said you plan to still be in school, working hard towards becoming a heart surgeon, a crime detective, a lawyer, a veterinarian, and more. So, your speaker is someone who knows what you're capable of and believes in you. As you head off to Dublin School, continue to slay.
Willa Kaput.
Willa. I am honored to share about your remarkable journey. Though you are soft-spoken, your influence is profound. You are a beacon of change, fearlessly advocating for your beliefs through awareness campaigns and fundraisers. Your storytelling, filled with empathy and unique perspectives, captivates and inspires all who hear you. Wangari Maathai's quote, "What people see as fearlessness is persistence," perfectly describes you. Your strength lies in your quiet resolve and unwavering persistence. Your successful fundraising for the new middle school, with students eagerly buying homemade cookies, is a testament to your dedication. As we celebrate you, let's reflect on the impact one individual can have on a community. Your creativity, advocacy, and persistence inspired us. As you move on to Dartmouth High School, continue to make your voice heard and pursue your passions. They are truly fortunate to have you.
Christian Jaden Martin.
Christian, when I talk with your teachers about you, the comments I get are surprisingly similar. They don't talk about your academic accomplishments or your work ethic. They don't discuss your sense of humor or athletic ability. They don't even mention cheers and the difficult relationship you have with sitting on them. Instead, they say the same two things. They say you are humble and kind. Whether walking with a farmhouse student to all-school meeting, chatting with your friends, or meeting with a teacher, you show everyone with respect, and you treat others the way you would like them to treat you. You may be familiar with something the Danish call, and I looked up the pronunciation, a hygge lifestyle. It means you don't get caught up in the daily rush and drama, but focus on what is important, the people around you, and the relationships you share with them. I am thankful that you shared your hygge-ness with us, and I look forward to hearing about the impact of your radical kindness at Dartmouth High School.
Colton McKenna.
We've all seen stunning time-lapse films of flowers in the process of blooming. The petals unfurl in one of nature's most glorious dances. The newly formed flower, a bud only moments before, twists and writhes, stretching itself toward the sun. This is how I see you, Colton. In a brief time, you have developed into a full-fledged version of yourself. Slowly but surely, the shy, hesitant young man who arrived at Friends just last year has matured into someone who proudly expresses his opinions, takes creative risks, and banters effortlessly with friends. Earlier this year, you announced, "I'm a new man, Mr. Borovich." And that you are. For your 8th grade independent study in art, you went above and beyond all expectations, creating an incredible series of album cover paintings that unite your passion for music with art. Colton, you have learned to trust your voice and share it with all of us, and we are richer for it. Good luck at Tabor Academy next year.
Luella Jane Pennick McKinley.
Once upon a time, there was a magical being named Luella. She would give flowers, literally and figuratively, to help people see the world in full color. She was an alchemist. And as she grew, she rode a Pegasus, devoured a library, sang like an angel, rescued Matilda, and found that love was the key to controlling her powers. One day, June 12th, 2024, she found herself between two mirrors that faced each other. And this reproduced her image in an infinite number of times and two directions. She thought that maybe one was the past and the other the future. And while her real image was taken as the present, she realized that she existed in all the different planes, a magical process of transformation. Lou, I hope that you see your past as a guide to the future. Continue to find the color, elicit the joy, revel in all of the possibilities, and take big risks, just as you have done here at Friends Academy. Continue to hand out flowers on your journey through Dartmouth High School.
Duncan Moreau.
Duncan, as you stand here today, I want to commend you for the exceptional person you've become in your time here at Friends Academy. You're a team player who lifts others and leads by example, showing us both on and off the field that leadership is not just about being in charge. In the classroom, your ability to effortlessly articulate your thoughts and share your creative ideas has been inspiring to watch, and your humor and wit have added joy, making even the most mundane moments memorable. As you venture into high school, continue to stay true to yourself, and I have no doubt that your humility and ambition will continue to propel you forward in life. It's been an absolute pleasure to be part of your journey, and I eagerly await to see the incredible impact you'll make on the world. Congratulations and all the best as you move on to your next chapter at Portsmouth Abbey.
Leo Ricard.
Leo, the world is your canvas, literally. You decorate everything you come in contact with. Your clothes, headphones, your grandfather's fingernails. Even your ukulele has become more sculpture than musical instrument. Nothing, it seems, can escape your desire to make it more beautiful, more unique, more you. And so isn't it fitting that the star is your symbol of choice in this quest to put your stamp on your surroundings? Just like those luminous points in the night sky, you shine your very own authentic light on everything and everyone within your orbit. This winter, you had designed star-patterned wallpaper for a scene in the play. I noticed you one day painting an 8-foot-tall surface filled with stars. And of course, you were wearing a sweater embellished with stars. In a fantastic moment of synchronicity and perfect camouflage, you and your background became one glorious explosion of art. I have a sneaking suspicion this will happen a lot in your life. Keep shining brightly at Falmouth Academy.
Franklin Giordani Roy.
Franklin, you're one of those rare people who is always unbothered. Ever since I've known you, you've been defined by a seemingly contradictory mixture of hyperactive exuberance for all things history and a laid-back demeanor that brings the blood pressure of everyone around you down. Your goofy humor and love of spirited debate have brought uproarious laughter to our classroom for years. Your quick wit does more than just brighten our classroom, however. Whether in class, at recess, or in sports, your easygoing humor has made you a friend to all. A true glue guy, you bring people together and can seemingly talk to anyone, whether about politics or D&D or the advanced stats for the Bills. There will always be a Franklin-shaped hole in FA's heart, but Tabor will be lucky to have a student so kind, sociable, and hilarious.
Heather Ann Serace.
Heather, you have been our cheerleader this year. If you are friends with Heather, you know that Heather is the kind of person who will be right there with you with whatever you are going through. She will listen to you, mirror your emotions, and probably also promise to hunt down the person who hurt you and make them pay. Heather gives 110% to everything she does, every essay she is assigned, every scene she is acting in, every game she plays. Her enthusiasm is contagious and has lifted us on many dreary, rainy days. If she had been alive during the World War II era, a topic she knows a great deal about, she would have been one of the fly girls, suiting up and flying an aircraft across the wide ocean. She is a true leader, one whose passion and determination has inspired all of us at Friends Academy. Heather, these qualities have brought you so far already. There is nothing you can't do. Congratulations and good luck at Old Rochester Regional High.
Sydney Swallow.
Sydney Swallow. Have you ever been told that you've got a name of a superhero? Superheroes are memorable, not only for their special gifts, but also because of their awesome alliterative names. Sharing your initials, there's Sue Storm, the invisible girl from the Fantastic Four, and there's Kamala Khan, the teenage hero with superhuman abilities. Like those heroes, you too have an amazing name and an honorable gift. Your special power is the ability to reflect honestly. I was privy to your gift at the Winter Student-Led Conference. You stood in front of your teachers and your mom humbly, presenting your portfolio, not to boast of your highest grades or talk about a final product, but rather to share your reflective thoughts on your learning process. You gave multiple examples of why you prioritize trying your best and caring about learning over achieving a good score on an assessment. Continue to unleash your superpower of yours at Dartmouth High, Sydney. You're going to do great.
Catherine Elizabeth Sylvia.
Hey, Kat. I wish the girl who arrived at Friends 3 years ago could see the girl standing here today. She would no doubt be in awe of the confident, self-assured, and compassionate role model you have grown to be. Your willingness to share your dreams and challenges with the community has been an inspiration and a reminder of what can be achieved when we have the courage to open our hearts to each other. Your shares at all-school meeting and your unforgettable performance as Sven are only small examples of the bright star you have become in your time here and the infectious joy you bring to all your endeavors. All the world is your stage, and I look forward to seeing you continue to shine with laughter and love. Break a leg at Bishop Stang next year. We will miss you.
Julia Tang.
Julia, Thinking of you, I'm reminded of a quote. It says, "In a world that often shouts, it is the quiet ones we need to listen to." The word quiet often comes up in discussions about you, but those who have taken the time to know you understand you are so much more. Dr. Kenyon recalls the poem you wrote to reflect on your trip to Chewonki and your essay on Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Mr. Britt comments on your fantastic sense of humor. Mr. Murdoch talks about your participation in the winter musical and a short film you made. In math, you were a leader in the class and on our math counts team. And of course, who can forget the epic Lord of the Flies book buzzes? Those who have listened to you have heard from a remarkable young woman. You have made your mark here at Friends Academy, and I'm sure you will do that and more at the Wheeler School.
Retief Patrick Van Billion.
Morning, Retief. I could share hundreds of moments that we have shared since you were 3 years old. I want to tell about the Johnny Cash sing-alongs in the farmhouse and the lower school dress up as your favorite warrior day and all the middle school memes. But I just want to talk about the constants. And the constant is this. It's your love and your passion for music, Retief. I've been watching you this morning stare at my guitar. You're welcome to play it later. And specifically, Retief, the guitar, I've seen it transform your life. And you wrote one time in music class, quote, "Playing guitar seems to be one of the only things I can focus on. It helps me escape from everything. Because dealing with life is a hard thing. But music can change everything." End quote. Retief, you replace the shields and the swords with a guitar, and it will protect you as well as battle evils in the world. And you've discovered the key to life, my friend, the devotion to something, to practice something every day, and to be able to see your own improvement. A confidence and identity has emerged from this passion because music is who you are. Allow it to guide you through St. Andrews and beyond, open many doors and many windows, and connect with others with your universal language.
Class of 2024, please rise and turn to face your families. We now present the class of 2024. Thank you, everyone. Please sit one more time. At this point in the ceremony, I invite